So tell us, what is friction?
Friction is what makes my board slow. That's a close answer, but unfortunately, it misses a lot of detail. I'll tell you what friction is. So, friction is a force that resists motion when two objects are in contact.
As you can see, we have a skater pushing, right? The force going that way is normal acceleration. Force going down, that's force of gravity. And the force acting upon them is obviously friction. We could demonstrate it here. Okay, see this unit? It's called mu, but we'll get to that later. Mu is friction, and friction equals the force of gravity divided by the normal acceleration. So, yeah.
So, now it's the time when I teach you guys, what is mu? Well, mu is a static coefficient of friction. And for the skateboarding version of that is basically your grip tape. And here's a microscopic look of your grip.
Smooth. Rough. And that's it. There are two kinds of friction, dry friction, fluid friction. Dry friction are power slides like these.
One of the examples of friction in skateboarding are power slides. That's a lot of friction.
Fluid friction are grinds like these.
Oh my!
So, what is friction?
I have no idea, bro.
Nothing.
Friction is a force that resists the motion of objects.
There is no such thing as friction. Gravity.
Like what allows you to not like keep going or whatever.
Oh,
it's like when you're walking and the wind pushing back is friction.
Okay.
Hey, you got that on camera, right? Though.
Friction is what you get underneath your wheels when you're driving a car or a skateboard or...
Okay.
It's... I don't know, dude. I didn't do much physics.
What's what?
What's friction?
It's like this.
Yeah.
Like this is friction.
How is that friction?
I know.
It's like,
dinosaur chicken
I guess. I mean,
why? What type of question is that?
it's a question that
what?
you have to
Our final.
answer.
Who's gonna see this?
Our physics teacher, and that's it.
Friction is something that is
I
that
didn't
reaction.
do well in
It's when two objects collide and make heat. I don't know. I don't like physics.
Oh.
It's like that staticky stuff when you rub two things together, like balloon to your hair or something.
Alright, I'll be right there.
Alright.
Science friction.
Yeah, science friction.
Friction is like you believe something's out there, but it's not. Like God's a mystery. You don't know if it's out there or not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's the friction.
Alright.
Are you videotaping?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the friction.
Alright, cool.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm
Cool.
glad I can help. I'm glad I can help.
Thank you, man. Cool. Oh, that's the cover for this. You can put it in there. Friction. For real?
Okay.
Yeah, why?
Because we have to do it on a final. We gotta ask random people what's friction.
Friction is...
What's friction?
Friction is when, here I'll explain it right here. That's friction.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for the time.
you're welcome.
Friction is the energy created by two objects rubbing against each other. Vince doesn't even know. Why are you asking
Physics
me?
term. Hey, use
What's friction? I want to
use that word.
When two objects are together like that.
Pretty without lotion.
It's when you're in a car and it hits a wall. It hits a wall. I have an F in chemistry and all of the sciences. I have an F in all my courses.
Friction is when, like an example of friction is when the wheel
When you stop and the wheel goes, it stops.
I know. No.
Oh, it's like it's not smooth. It's rough. Yeah. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
What? We asked you a question for physics. Okay. What's friction?
Friction is when it's the resistance of two objects moving against each other.
You're the first one to get it right out of like 20 people.
Dude. High five. Finally. Zoe.
Hey.
What is friction?
What is friction?
What is friction?
Friction is like the opposing force on surfaces or something. I don't know. Physics was last year.
Actually, physics this year for me.
A property of matter that resists motion.
When two things rub up against each other and then they cause like heat.
Friction is when two surfaces rub against each other and it creates heat. Yes.
That's my answer.
That's all I know.
Like the pressure of like particles hitting something, and it's like it slowly slows it down. It heats it up. When it's like colliding with so many things as it's going forward, it's hitting all the particles, it heats it up, and it causes it to slow down.
Two things rub together.
Okay.
I love it. Do you just love kids? Would you like to answer? I have no idea what friction is.
There's friction between my hands when I go like this. Like shower mats.
Oh yeah?
Like shower. Like shower mats.
Cool.
Shower mats, they cause friction between your feet and the slippery floor, so you don't fall.
So has anyone but me given a decent answer yet?
Eric, actually.
Right on.
There's like two things, and they're like rubbing against each other in opposite directions. There's a force that's created between them that makes it harder for one to move the other. So then it's kind of like draggy, right?
Woo! When you rub your hands together and you get that warmth, that like electricity feeling, like when you rub your socks against the carpet. That's how I describe friction.
Grady, you know what
I don't want to be videotaped.
Grady, just tell me what friction is.
Friction is when there's force between objects. That's natural because they're like rubbing this. Yeah.
Thank you. Friction is when two things rub together and they burn a little bit. The first time.